Hello everybody and welcome to the new episode of Football Unplanned podcast, and today we're gonna bring you a story about the smallest country to make it to World Cup.
Yeah, and it is Cape Verde.
Yeah, well, technically they are the second smallest by population, but from the size they are the smallest one because they're only a bit more than 4,000 kilometers squared, well, 1,500 and something in those who are counting in the freedom units.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
Before we start the story, please subscribe to our channel. Well, recently the support has been great, so let's keep the train rolling and let's get on to the video.
Alright, so as the number of teams playing in World Cup is increasing, we will see much more of such countries participating. So let's dive more into the story of this very interesting country.
Yeah, basically for those who came here for geography lessons, Cape Verde is a small island archipelago country in middle of Atlantic Ocean, and because of that position they have been uninhabited until, well, sometimes around 15th century, where pan-Atlantic slave trade became a thing. So yeah, not a good way to start the history, but yeah. Actually, that is one of the parallels that we can make between Iceland and Cape Verde, because those are the only two countries which have zero native population. They both were inhabited until, well, in Iceland case, the Vikings, the Nord tribes came, and in Cape Verde, Portuguese slave traders. So, yeah, that is the start of the history, let's say. They became independent country sometime around mid 20th century, and that is also kind of skewing an idea about how many people from Cape Verde exist in the world. Per some ideas, there's a bit more than 500,000 on the island, and some estimate around twice that amount outside Cape Verde. But because until 70s they had Portuguese passports also, that number could be way bigger. And that is something you can actually see when you look at their football team. A lot of those players were born outside of Cape Verde Islands, mostly from Portugal, from France, and also for some strange reason I can't imagine, in the northeast of United States.
Also there? Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, enough with the geography lessons, and let's start with football.
Right, so like you said, you can see their past also in the football national team, which is a natural thing to reflect it somehow. And yeah, that's our way to start about the football topic.
Yeah, and football, well, it's been on a rise there, a steady rise for some times, because they actually wanted to make sure to try to find people with the roots coming from the island, so they start making the team stronger. So actually that is one of the elephants in the room. That's what makes this, I think, pretty much the oldest team that is gonna play in the World Cup, because vast majority of their players are carrying their 30s or late 20s. Rarely some players are younger, because most of them didn't even start to play for the national team until, let's say, they ran out of chances to play for Portugal or for France, because
of course that's a natural way of thinking. You want to play in a better team to actually have a chance to win something.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but that's the sad reality of a lot of African nations, because they are almost there as feeder nations to French national team or to English national team or any, let's say,
Portuguese also.
Yeah, European teams in general. level. So when it comes to football, well, their first international match was in 1978, but they didn't make any, let's say, headways until 2013, and that was their first qualification to African Cup of Nations. And they managed to actually make an instant impact. They made it to quarterfinals that time.
Wow.
That is pretty good for the first timers, and they managed to match that success later. So in total, they made it to 4 African Cups of Nation, and well, this is their first World Cup.
Yeah, that shows that improvement is going on still, and also like the story of them qualifying to World Cup isn't like by surprise. They actually won their group.
Yeah, and they won it by a mile. Let's say and it's not like they had some like really terrible group. I mean, they have 4 points more than Cameroon, and Cameroon is like one of the biggest football nations in Africa.
Still is, yeah.
Exactly. So that's I would consider like a huge success. But yeah, like they managed to put together a great team with a lot of players coming actually from some different leagues and having some like experience to play on the top level. I would say that probably their biggest strength is actually that like experience that they have, because like I said, they are the oldest team by a mile. Just let's hope that they will be able to produce the next generation after this. So let's kind of do the recap of their like biggest stars and like most important players.
Alright, so you have mentioned the players coming there from Portugal, but there is one story about one guy from Ireland.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, it was weird for me because I noticed for some reason, like all the way in like FIFA 20, I kept packing a guy from Shamrock Rovers, and he was from Cape Verde, and I was like, why the hell is someone from Cape Verde playing in Ireland? You know, like it's a big league. But then it turns out that's the guy who is actually born in Ireland, like always played in Irish clubs. And he actually has Cape Verde roots. So that was their way of strengthening their squad.
Yeah.
Roberto Lopez is the name of the player, and he actually played one time for Irish youth teams. But then, because he couldn't break into senior Irish team, he got a call up from
His second nation.
From his second nation, and he actually first thought it was a scam.
Oh no!
Like that was like, he received a communication from them and he was like, what the hell are you talking about? But yeah, so he in 2019 got his first cap for Cape Verde. Well, now he's going to World Cup aged 33. Yeah.
Well,
so yeah, I mean, maybe I would say like their biggest mainstay in the team is Ryan Mendes. He's a winger who, well, most notably played for Lille for several years, and unlike many others, like he was Cape Verde through and through, like from the start, from the youth level to the senior level, and that's what makes him most capped player of Cape Verde and also the top scorer in the history.
oh, very nice.
So yeah, I mean, now he's also as 90% of the team, and he's like mid-30s, playing in Turkey, but I mean, he gets to represent his country, and that's the biggest honor that a guy can have, and this is like more than a decade, like a decade and a half of being faithful to some team, like finally paying off.
Exactly, like Cape Verde is going to be a perfect team for the fans that don't have anyone to support, so they mostly support like the small countries, like the newcomers.
Exactly, like it's always fun to cheer for an outsider.
Yeah, outsiders.
And to like have a nice story. And actually, for some strange reason, well, a team I support has some big history with Cape Verde players.
Well,
And yeah, because like Ricardo Gomes, he had like 2 stints in my team and scored well, over 60 goals in those like
Oh.
3 seasons, and we sold him 2 times to some like Arab countries.
2 times?
Yeah, so he paid off really well, and he played very well for us. And he's also one of the guys who was hesitant to play for Cape Verde, and he actually decided, well, okay, I'm done. In 2020 he decided to stop playing. But we also have another guy who is now playing in Azerbaijan. He played in Karabakh last year.
Oh, good club.
Yeah, and now he moved to a smaller club because of course he is also, well, in his 30s as entire freaking team. But we won't like have such a fond memory because like we still owe him money actually.
Oh no!
Yeah, like
How much?
like more than $1 million. He was there for like half of season. Like I guess like the poor guy didn't get paid for the entire time of like our tenure. But yeah, like thank God our management has changed, and like the chairman of the club and everything, because we were gonna get bankrupt like, with that.
And then he will think that's a scam. Like he will see
Yeah,
that.
literally that stuff. But yeah, let's move on to the point of this video. There's like Cape Verde. At least we can say that they have one guy who is a bit younger, and actually per transfer market he is like the biggest star and highest valued player. Their biggest star probably is defender Logan Costa. So that's another player who was actually born in France, represented France on the youth level, but then he started playing for Cape Verde, and well, now he's playing in Villarreal, so he's playing Champions League football.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that's great. I mean, first time he actually caught headlines was for very unfortunate reason, because while he was still playing in France, he decided to drop out of a match because it was like a week of showing support to the LGBT community.
Alright.
And the weirdest thing is like that he was one of the guys who refused it, and Idrissa Gana Gay
Should I call you Mister? Why are you gay?
from Paris Saint-Germain.
All the irony.
all the sweet irony. So yeah, but like hopefully he learned his lesson about inclusivity or this stuff, because come on, it's like 21st century, and just let people be people.
But yeah, we are still in Africa, and there can't be all sunshine and rainbows always.
Yeah, and let's say that it was like a crazy batch of like qualifiers now. They had a free draw against Libya, and a win there would guarantee them like a qualification to the World Cup.
Just like earlier.
Yeah, and they were losing 3-1. Then there was a huge goalkeeper error, and the guy just let the ball in his goal.
All error.
Error, yeah. Then there was a late equalizer, and to make the story even more crazy, there was like a counter-attack, like 4-on-1 in the 95th minute,
Yeah.
and the ref called it offside, and I'm pretty sure that it wasn't offside.
Most probably there wasn't.
Yeah, that's like a crazy situation. We'll pull that up, like the freeze frame for you guys to judge, and like let's say what is your opinion on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ended 3-3, so they needed a win in their next match, but thankfully for them and luckily for them it was against Eswatini, like the
Outsiders of outsiders.
complete outsider of the group, and yeah, they managed to make a 3-0, like pretty easy win. So
And secured their place in North America World Cup.
yeah, exactly. So let's say miracles happen, and for Cape Verde the miracle has happened. Now we are waiting on Dutch colonies to make it again, like
Yeah, mostly from like Central, like Latina American countries.
Suriname is like one of the big favorites for me to make it. and also Curacao. Like
Yeah, Curacao.
these nations are like a dark horses now in CONCACAF because well, with the three biggest teams being hosts.
Yeah, and they also did the same what Cape Verde did. They just call up all
Exactly.
the good guys from
From
entire world.
Netherlands or from, yeah, like you said, from entire world.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like if some place like Cape Verde can find a guy like Moreira, who's like a Columbus Crew legend, like born in the US and everything, yeah, I mean, what's stopping these guys? Because like when you realistically take a look, like even like the golden generation of Holland, of Netherlands, it was full of people from Suriname.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it was like that. And so imagine what they might be capable of.
Exactly. So like I said, it's always fun to root for the underdog.
Yeah.
And best of luck to Cape Verde and best of luck to all of these nations in the upcoming World Cup.
Yeah, and especially in the next World Cup, which is supposed to be having even more teams, but it's not
Let's
yet
hope
100% official. But let's hope not. Like 64 is very
Way too much,
Yeah.
way too much. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this little story, and until next time, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, like, and see you guys later.
See ya.